All right, great Thursday afternoon, everyone. How are you today? Cesar Mascoro Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, in with an afternoon edition of the 15 Minutes to Mastery to still get you some information, inspiration, and motivation so you can close out the day on the right foot. How about that? Man, I bet you thought I forgot all about you. Not at all. Not completely. No, seriously, man, it's been a crazy day today. Computer issues, running behind on everything. Just, it's one of those days. But we're still here. We're coming by. We're getting you all the information you need, and we want to make sure that you guys are doing well. How is your Thursday? Let me get myself up on the screen. There we are. All right. So yeah, Thursday afternoon, about 3:30 here in San Antonio, Texas, where we're coming to you live from the home office here as we've been preparing things, getting training classes done and working with folks and moving on to new things. Hey, don't forget, Louisville happens next, almost 6 weeks from now. So preparing for that as well. But I wanted to come and talk to you about what 2025 can bring. 2025 can truly be the year of mastery. That's what we're going to be calling it here. I know in the Chinese calendar, it's the year of the snake, but here at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, it's the year of mastery, 2025. And so Chris Matakis writes, mastery lies in an infinite continuum. As a result, we will never reach the end. Mastery lies in an infinite continuum. And as a result, we will never reach the end. And when you stop to think about it, it's so very true. Mastery, do we ever really achieve it? It's more of a goal. It's more of a way of life. And that's why the way he describes it there, an infinite continuum. It goes on forever. It never stops. It's like that Japanese philosophy that we operate with here of Kaizen, right? Continuous improvement, continue to improve. Change is good, always growing, always getting better. It's like that wine that keeps aging, right? It keeps getting better. And that's what you want. That's what you need to look at mastery as. But why is it that so many people avoid mastery? Why is it that so many people don't even try and achieve above average knowledge, much less mastery? Well, because it takes work. And most people don't want to be putting in the work. You think about the way society is, the way it's been, especially over the last couple of decades, and everyone runs from work. You go online and you see all these people that post and saying that they're doing this and they're doing that, and they've got all these millions, and we got the one step to that and the 3 steps to this, and you can have this overnight, and it's all bullshit. Okay, it is. It is. And if you didn't know it, well, it's the truth. Because the only way you can truly achieve all of those milestones, the only way that you're going to get from A to B is to be able to make that walk or take that drive or whatever it is to get there. Now, when it comes to selling, when it comes to life, when it comes to business, it's never a straight line. It's never A to B straight line. It's never like that. It's more, you've probably seen that meme where it shows all the squiggly lines and it's going everywhere from A until you get to B. And that's about the truth of it. That is the exact truth of it. And I'm here to tell you, look, for those of you that are in manufactured home sales, all of you professional housing consultants out there, all you community managers, all you sales managers, general managers, everyone who works for a company, I'm here to tell you, it's the same thing. It's the same thing whether you're an employee of a company or whether you own the company. Now me being on this side, owning the company, I can relate the two, and I can tell you, you guys, you ladies and gentlemen out in the industry right now, you can do so damn much if you just applied yourself. If you just took the time to achieve mastery. And you know what the great thing about it is this. You don't have to put in 60, 80 hours a week. Okay. You may have to do 50, but you're not going to have to do 80. It doesn't take all of that now. But the reason why most of us ended up putting in that much time, and myself included, I include myself in that because I was one of those people that was there at the office no later than 7:30, and I wouldn't leave till 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. 6 days a week. I was one of those GMs that was there Saturday all day as well. And so when you figure 12, what's that, 72 hours? I was putting in anywhere between 70 to 80 hours a week. And I'm here to tell you right now, okay, I'm a year and a half removed, a little over a year and a half removed from my general manager position where that I left to start Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. And I'm here to tell you right now, all of you out there, you can do everything that you need to, that you should, and that would get you to a whole new level, and you don't have to kill yourself. I'm going to tell you what you're missing. What you're missing is the discipline to stay on track. What you're missing is the plan that you can adhere to that will keep you moving forward. What you're missing is committing to the non-negotiables that are going to keep you moving forward. And all of those things, the discipline, the commitment, the focus, all of those things are on the path to mastery. You accomplish all of those things, and you can get all of these things when you go along that journey to achieving mastery. And that's the beautiful thing about it. It's a journey. You keep going forward. You keep moving. And guess what? Along the way, some things aren't going to work. Along the way, deals are still going to fall apart. Along the way, your pipeline's still going to crash sometimes. But when you're on that path to mastery, when you're on that path of continuous improvement, when you continue to learn, continue to grow, it's just a bump in the road. It's not the end of the world. It's not going to cause you infinite harm. It's simply a lesson learned. But too many people out there, and I include myself in that group when I was out in the workforce. Too many of us out there refuse to get on that journey to mastery for whatever reason. A lot of it is we just convince ourselves along the way that we got it down, that we've learned everything we need to learn, that we're too busy to be able to dedicate some time to learn something. If anybody is busy, it's somebody who's 18 months into starting a business that is trying to survive, that every day could be the next day that they go out of business, and that has to put in the work all day, every day. That person, you would have to say, maybe has some leg to stand on when they say, I'm a little busy to learn something new. But guess what? Even I have to learn something new every day because I have to keep it moving forward. And you can do the same thing. And you're in a very, very great position right now in the fact that you have the backing of a company that is providing you inventory, that is providing you leads, that is providing you the opportunity to be able to just do the things that you've got to do: market, make phone calls, push pipeline, and learn. You do those 4 things, you plan out your day, you've got it blocked out, you're making things happen, you're making the calls, you're being intentional with everything you do, and you can run your day, and you can be on that journey to mastery. And this year coming up should be that year that you get that done. This year should be the year that you decide, I am no longer going to give myself the pass on not being disciplined, on not planning things out, on not being a person who runs his or her day. And when you do that, you're going to see that things are just going to fall into place for you. Like I said, you'll still have those bumps on the road. You're still going to have those punches in the gut. That's just life. That's business. That's part of it, man. That's the fun part of it. But you're always going to be moving forward. Always. The moment you let your foot off the gas, though, you will quickly go backwards. And that's why you can't. That's why you can't stop. That's why you can't take a break. You can't take 1, 2, 3 days off and then decide that you're going to get back in the game. When you do that kind of stuff, those 1, 2, 3 days turn out to be 2 to 3 weeks of dead time for you, of regression. every day just figure it's a week lost. You can't do that to yourself. You can't do that to your business. There's so much out there that's going to help you make your business easier. CRMs, marketing avenues that you can take advantage of for free. There's all these different companies that are coming into the game that will also help you with that. There's so much out there. Your smartphones. I mean, you've got a computer right there in your hand where you can do just about everything. You carry all your forms with you. You could be so efficient if you just applied yourself to it. And that's why I'm telling you right now, the 21st of November, 5 weeks, 6 weeks away from 2025, right now is the time that you need to get all your stuff in order. Right now is the time that you need to figure everything out. You need to see what are your non-negotiables, what are the things you need to be doing, and then come up with a plan. What is your goal? What are your goals outside of your work, family, faith, fitness, and finance? Put that all together and then attack 2025 on your road to mastery. But remember, just like the quote said at the beginning, mastery is an infinite continuum. Don't think you ever achieve it. You're just on that path. You're on that path. So how do we do it? All right. First and foremost, you got to define your purpose. What is it that you're after? What are you trying to accomplish in your life? If you don't know what that is, it's going to be hard to be able to live a life of mastery, because that is what pulls you forward. Not your why, but your purpose. It's different. If you haven't figured that out, that's where you need to start your learning on purpose. You need to be on purpose to learn about purpose so that you can get that figured out for yourself. But you've got to define your purpose. Why are you here? Why am I here? I'm here to help people. I'm here to be that person that provides information to those folks that didn't even realize that it was there for them. Whether it's through our business where we're helping housing consultants and community managers understand that their impact that they make is far bigger than just selling a home, and helping them correlate the two so that they can operate at a different level. Or whether it's the youth, the underprivileged youth in the here in San Antonio first, and then across the country as we start to develop our community centers that we're after building, to be able to provide those youth the education and the information that they need to understand that there's much more to life than just what they think there is. Helping them understand finance, helping them understand business, helping them understand life skills, all of these things. That's what we're about. That's our mission as a family, within my family, and as a company. And obviously representing all the home buyers out there that need a better buying experience within the manufactured home industry. So our purpose is twofold: helping the underprivileged youth, and then helping the American public that's looking to buy a home, that can no longer buy a home, that need it from you, but they're expecting something better when they go show up. So we help them by helping you so that you can be better for them. That's our purpose. What's yours? Figure it out and go make it happen. From there, you've got to set real goals. I'm not going to say realistic goals. I'm going to say real goals. In other words, you have to have these goals defined. You have to understand what it is that you're after. They may be ostentatious or they may be very minimal. It doesn't matter, but they have to be real goals. Something that calls to you. And they have to be planned out, and there has to be a method of execution to it. It can't just be an arbitrary goal. There has to be a plan to it. That is a real goal. That's something we've been working all the week long from when we did our Path to Mastery event Monday and Tuesday. The people that attended that class, we went through that. Not only did we define their goals, but then we actually came up with a very definite plan of action all the way to how many calls they need to make to be able to hit their goal at the end of the year. How many calls per day? We broke it down to a science for them. That's the kind of real goals you need to have based on whatever it is that you do. If you're in manufactured home sales, we've got it for you. We've got, as a matter of fact, it's in this book right here. Okay. And I will show you what I'm talking about just briefly. But in this section right here, where we were going over goal setting, this is the roadmap to it that we put together for these folks. And you, my friends, need to have real goals in order to get on that journey to mastery. And with that is, like I said, having a plan, but that plan has to include learning. It can't just be about work. It can't just be about working out. It can't just be about the kids. It can't just be about family. It's got to include learning daily. And learning, folks, could be as something as simple as there's a task that I need to get taken care of, but I don't know how to do that. And you figure out how to do that task. That could be your learning for the day. I mean, the last couple of days, I've been going back and forth with the folks from the Louisville show and trying to get our ads taken care of. And they keep kicking them back to me saying, hey, this needs to get changed. This needs to be changed. And I'm like, oh my God, how am I supposed to do that? I have to figure it out. That's learning. Because now for the next time, hey, okay, I got it. I know what you're asking me for. But when you're not challenging yourself and where you're running from those things, or just like, you know what, I'm not even going to deal with it. Forget it. That's the kind of attitude that keeps you stuck where you're at. The next thing you want to do is drown out all distractions. Drown out all distractions. You have to drown out all the distractions. Whether it's family and friends, or whether it's the phone, the social media, the TV, you have to drown it all out, because it takes intense focus to be able to build out something huge. Now if you're okay with just average, then okay, go ahead. Continue on the path you're on. Continue with your Netflix. Continue just, doing what you're doing, and you'll be all right. But don't be complaining when other people are doing much better than you at the same thing you're doing. And then you realize, and then you're trying to say, I'm much better than they are. And I can't believe. No, you're not. Because they're putting in the work and you're not. They're improving and you're not. They're dedicated and you're not. All you are when you do those things is envious. When you start throwing shade at other people, when you know that they're actually putting in the work or doing some of the things that you're not doing, that's just you responding from your own insecurities, from your own guilt, knowing that you're not doing what you should be doing. So drown out all distractions, get focused, and go kick ass. And the next thing is put in massive action. Massive action. I was listening to a podcast on the way into the office this morning, and in it, listening to Bedros Keuilian, for those of you that are wondering, the BK show, right? It's an older episode that I was listening to, and he was talking about business, how to really succeed in business, and he talked about how the first 5 years, it's really nothing. First 5 years is the loneliest part of entrepreneurship, and that is not a lie. I'm here to tell you. Okay. I've met some great people along the way, and I get to talk to them every once in a while, like we will when we meet back up in Louisville. But for all intents and purposes, this right here, what you see, or when I'm out training, that's it. It's build, execute, build, execute, build, execute. 19 months straight so far. 7 days a week. 7 days a week. And damn, is it worth it. It's a fantastic feeling. Why? Because I know what my purpose is. Because I have real goals. Because I have a definite plan that includes learning. Because I drown out all the distractions and I put in the massive action. And you can do the same thing from where you're at. As a housing consultant, as a community manager, there's great things you can do. You can still do fantastic things for you, your family, your community. You just have to go out and make it happen. You just have to apply yourself. You have to put in the massive action. You have to surrender yourself to a journey of mastery, that continuum, right? Understanding that it never ends. And this year, 2025, should be that year for you. Make it that year. Why should it be that year for you? Because right now, sorry, alert that I have to do something else. Right now, we don't know what the next 4 years hold, right? And I talked about this after the election. We don't know what the next 4 years hold. We know what it could mean. We know what it would happen the first time we had this president, right? When we had Donald Trump in office, and we're all hoping things are going to go along that same way. Now, you can't be oblivious. You can't think Donald Trump's in office and so everything is fixed. Hey, you're going 100 miles an hour in a car right now, and you hit the brakes. You slam on the brakes, right? What happens? That car still keeps skidding forward until it reaches stop. Well, this whole inflation thing, this whole price thing, everything that's going on, it's been going 100 miles an hour. We're just stepping on the brake right now. So don't expect that stuff is going to stop all of a sudden. When then people are going to be saying, oh, well, you see the inflation is continuing on. Yeah, idiot. I know it's continuing on. It's not going to stop overnight, right? But we're putting in the work to make it happen. So what I'm telling you is you need to take advantage of these next 4 years and put in the work that you can so that you can amass all the wealth that you can by helping as many people as you can, because you don't know what's going to happen 4 years from now. But you should get on that journey now and hit 2025 in a very strong stride. The great thing about it is you have everything at your disposal. You have the inventory, you have the financing options, you have everything to make it happen. You have an infinite amount of knowledge at your fingertips, whether it's on your cell phone or whether it's on the computer. It's all there for you. You just have to take action. You just have to make it happen. And for those of you that are in manufactured home sales, for those of you that have sales teams, for those of you retailers, communities, or you individual housing consultants, you have us here. You have us to help you, whether it's through programs like the Path to Mastery that we put on, or our Empowering Community Managers, our Immersion Sales Training Program, or our consulting that we do for retailers. Everything that we have to offer is here to be able to help you take that next step. But it's up to you to first take that first action. So we want 2025 to be your year of mastery. It's going to be ours, and it's going to continue from then on. And we hope that you'll do the same and you'll join us. We're here to help. You guys have a great Thursday. Go on out there and get ready to make 2025 your year of mastery, the year that you get on the journey that never ends. It's continuous. It's always going. The only way it ends is when you walk away from it, because it will always be there should you decide to come back to it. But just know, by the time you do that, you're that much further behind. So get on it now and stay on it. That's the best piece of advice I have for you, my friends. Go on out there this Thursday, make great things happen, set up a fantastic weekend. We've got Friday coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow, you know what? Tomorrow's another fantastic day, by the way. November 22nd, 1972. Amazing things happened that day in San Antonio, Texas. Robert B. Greene Hospital, downtown San Antonio. There was a birth that took place almost as grand as the one that happened in Bethlehem. All right, I know I'm getting blasphemous. Hey, man, tomorrow's my birthday. Let's go, baby. All right, tomorrow, the official 5/2/52. I don't feel a day over 51. All right, you guys have a great day. We will be talking soon. I'll be back in here tomorrow, hopefully at the same time, at the normal time. Until then, I can't wait to meet you.